everyone. Instead of doing a motivational Monday this week, I thought I would take you through some of my newer cleaning hacks that have been helping us to stay on top of laundry, dishes, chores, and things while we are on school for this semester and a lot more time at home. So let me take you through my list of 5 things that I have recently switched to doing for helping cleaning and staying on top of chores. Number 1 is using laundry bags. I was so hesitant to use these before, but then when our girls ended up with no-show socks that you can wear under flats, and I absolutely love these from Walmart because they have the piece right here that actually keeps the kids from getting blisters on the back of their heels, especially when they're breaking in new shoes. So I love these no-show socks, and when we bought them, I was so afraid of them getting washed or lost in the laundry because they cost more than regular socks do. So we bought a 4 or 5 pack. I can't remember right now. I will drop the Amazon affiliate link below because I absolutely love these. It has an elastic piece right here that fits over the zipper. It's kind of hard to see on the black one, but this is the only one that's clean because I'm currently working through laundry right now. But it fits over this. I've yet to have one of these unzip. This is also big enough, like my daughter's crocheted fox cowl will actually fit in here. Can throw it in a regular low wash, and it has turned out just fine doing that. I also use it for, like I said, for like delicates and stuff like that. But I love this big one, not just for that, but like when I have a really big load of socks like I do right now, I can put them in this really big bag and toss them in together. I will say one tip is don't overfill your laundry bags or you may end up having to dry them twice. These no-show socks will dry in one load, but sometimes like my husband's work socks, if I were to put like 2 of those in one of these smaller bags right here, which this bag is smaller than the smallest bag that comes in this set, if that helps, and that's like the size of my adult size hand. If I were to put 2 of these in here, I would have to dry them twice because they won't dry. They need more tumble room in these bags to be able to dry. So that is one thing to keep in mind is you might, if you only get smaller bags and you have like bigger socks to put in or thicker socks, like if you have like thermal socks, you need to have either a bigger bag to put them in or take into account, like sometimes we'll literally pull out a load from the dryer, pull everything out, and then throw the sock bag back in the dry just to make sure, which I'll probably end up doing with his load anyways. That's usually just for his socks. Like the kids and I usually prefer no-show socks like these. So for our socks, it's usually not a huge deal. But I definitely recommend it because ever since we've switched, it has cut down so much on the odd sock piles. We don't lose the ped socks as often, and I just love being able to pull the bag out and sort the socks and be done for the day. Number 2 is utilizing vertical space. I absolutely am a huge advocate for vertical space. Our last house that we lived in would literally fit in this one, and that was with all 5 of us at the time. This laundry room is a little bit smaller. I have no room for a ton of stand-up hampers. I have one there for towels, because that's actually how this one broke, was we had tried it for towels, but the towels were too heavy for just, I mean, that was just like 1 towel per person in there dry, because we always hang them up on chairs overnight to dry, then we put them in the laundry so we don't have wet towels in the laundry. But what he did was he took a, I want to say that's a 2x6, we sealed it, he bolted it to the wall, we bought these, I don't remember what those are called, the curved hooks, and we found these bags at, I want to say Big Lots, but I could be wrong. We found them at like a discount store somewhere, but there's 3 of these and we were able to hook them up there. And you can see that one's really working overtime right now. We just finished up holidays again, so we're still trying to get caught up on all the laundry and bedding and all that, so they're a little fuller than normal. But what this does, I don't separate out whites and bleach whites because my hands actually can't handle bleach too much. So we don't normally separate out our whites unless we just absolutely need to, and we don't wear like a ton of white. What we normally do for ours is there's a towel hamper here. This is for pinks, reds, and anything of that nature. These are just for Matt's work clothes. He wears uniforms, but in the winter, he wears hoodies, long sleeve with them. So those are just for his work clothes to keep them separate. And these are for colors and darks and anything like that. And I will separate them out for like light colors when needed. This helps so much to be able to have the vertical space to get them off the floor, because before, again, that was the only one that would fit in here in the corner right there. And it also still allows us to have a shoe basket in here underneath the bags of stuff to haul off. We're also still decluttering, but underneath here, this is a basket of shoes for the kids to wear to go out the back door, to take the dog out, to go sledding. Number 3 is I have started a new bedtime routine for me personally. So what we do is every night we run the dishwasher. every single night. And I'm also going to, I may take the dirty dishes that are in here out today and run a cleaning cycle on it. Every single night now, before I go to bed, I start the dishwasher. What we do to help out is, like my youngest, our dishwasher, the silverware is right here to allow more plate space. She empties out the silverware. My next up for age, the middle one, empties out just the bottom, and then my oldest handles the top because it's cups and breakable things. What I will do is I will help with like heavier things, like sometimes our 9x13s wash in the top, so like I'll help take care of the 9x13s and things like that. When you finish a meal, everybody's responsible for their own dishes, putting their dishes in the dishwasher. And I'm switching over to doing a lot more things that are dishwasher safe so that we're doing a whole lot less hand washing right now. I also need to clean the outside of it. I have not got to do that for the holidays. Another thing I highly recommend is if you have a dishwasher and you have kids, this is a magnet we picked up from Amazon. I'll link that below as well. Before we did that, we actually had something that we hand did before we even knew these magnets existed, where it said dirty on one side and clean on the other. What we do is everybody's responsible for their dishes after each meal. If they forget, we just, you know, kind of gently remind them. Like I said, switch to as much dishwasher safe as we could. But then every morning they empty it out so that every day it's just a continual cycle. And once you get in the habit of doing it, it just becomes a continual cycle. Number 4 is we have a family chore chart. So what we do is we started when they were little, like with my oldest, when she was, I want to say under a year old, we would make a game out of, okay, you got the stuffed animals out, now let's put them back in the toy box. And she would love doing that. She would just pick them up and then she'd throw them back in the toy box. And we just started all of them at a young age of, hey, if I get this out, I have to put this up. Then as they slowly get older, we increase. Once they're about 4 years old, we start them on, like, before we had a dishwasher, we started them on like hand washing spoons and hand washing forks under supervision. And then we just would slowly increase it. So what we do now that they're all older, I have almost only teens and tweens right now, which is kind of scary. But what we do is we just keep it rotated out, and we have a chore chart of like what each person in the house does. Like I said with the dishwasher a second ago. So one thing everybody's responsible for is loading their own dishes in the dishwasher. We also do something super fun where sometimes at night, if like we're really built up on like hand washing dishes, we just all line up and take turns washing dishes at the sink, and it kind of makes it a game and fun. And so we do that. We'll take turns washing it, and then we'll hand wash dishes together. But we also have like designated, divided chores out, and each person knows to do their own chore. That's one thing I definitely do. And if you need help doing that, you can actually go to Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, like places like that, and you can buy sheets of chore charts, and some of them come with stickers where you can buy like a pack of them, and you can put stickers for each day of the chore that they did for that, and then you can work it up as like a price chart. For ours, they know that, you know, on Fridays, if the living room's clean, we do family movie night on Friday night. If their table's clear, or, you know, one of the tables is cleared off on, you know, say Tuesday night, we do a game night. So there's rewards that come with it, and then, you know, if they don't do it, then they have to go and do it instead of doing something fun. So we just try to build it up, and we try to focus on, this is everybody doing it. It's not kids are doing all the work. It's everybody dividing up and doing it together. Number 5 of new things I've started doing is, which the chore chart one wasn't new, but I thought that would make a good reminder, because we have changed that a little bit as they've gotten older, to do like upgrading their chores. Like one of them now, they're now old enough to like teach how to hand wash like their knives whenever they have like something that they need, like one of, you know, like a steak style knife for whenever they're eating dinner. So that has updated some, but I just wanted to throw that back in anyways. But number 5 of new things is I've switched to using bins in my pantry for organizing snacks and things. Now, I don't actually have enough bins, and I can't find these. These were actually extra that we had. I'm working on finding more of these, because like I've got a box of snacks here. But my favorite one right now is we have a breakfast shelf now, where one of these bins right here will actually hold 3 boxes of instant oatmeal. And oatmeal makes a super quick breakfast for school days. They can add like their flaxseed to it or peanut butter, and it's all right here. So I love being able to have bins to sort out their snacks, their breakfast, make it easier to see what you need, grab, and go. So that's it for our 5 newer, one of them's just a reminder one, but 5 newer tips of things that we have switched to stay more caught up on chores and organized as we go through our 2nd semester of school for this school year. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.